Hello, CNG 132. Welcome to Monday. We start two chapters this week, chapters 10 and 11. Chapter 10, we're looking at mobile device and embedded device security, and then authentication and account management. Let's take a look and make sure I'm okay there. Um, Mobile device and security management. Okay. We look at types of devices, mobile. Let's see, phones, tablets, phablets, um, laptops. I guess you could say watches are starting to go into those. Glasses. Um, any device that you can kind of take one place and use on the road for that other place. Um, Vulnerabilities, of course, with mobile devices, we have a new set of vulnerabilities. Not only, are they computers, but they can be um, stolen from the car, from walking down the street. Um, if you have a laptop in some sort of satchel, definitely can be pulled off your shoulder. There you go. Connection vulnerabilities, how to manage the mobile devices. Um, using like a MDM, mobile device management platform, accessing untrusted content. We look at QR codes, not really knowing where the QR code will take us. We're just given a, uh, a code. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. A code on where to go. Um, there was an incident, I think about 5 years ago, where on some cereal boxes, kid cereal boxes, the QR code took kids to an adult site. So there was definitely an issue there that I forget what cereal it was, but that company had to come out and do a public apology for what happened from their boxes. Securing a mobile device, once again, configuration, management tools, a security app, help to find that device, help shut it off, help erase it. All these softwares are trying to do. Say I had lost my phone, well, it was not locked. I could hop on my iPad, send a command to erase the phone, and then my phone would be erased. Kind of that properties there. We talk about IoT, embedded systems. Internet of Things is booming. This year alone, the amount of Internet of Things devices, IoT devices, was projected to surpass the human population. So that means there are sensors, um, sensors uh, all over that are reporting to a computer, a server, or other sensors. Um, and has become a huge market and definitely an even bigger risk. Um, and security implications with this is, are the sensors secure? Are the servers where the data is going secure? Um, is the communication passed from the server's computers to the intended recipient? Are those clear and secure? Uh, so many different things to do with the Internet of Things, and it's a very, very huge talking point. A lot of doctoral discussions about dissertations about the Internet of Things. Chapter 11, account management, authentication, and account management. We take a look at the um, basically some of the principles on how passwords are known. And you're going to see this a lot. What you know, what you have, what you are, what you do, and where you are. Um, what you know, of course, a password. Um, we take a look at cracking passwords, this chapter. What you have, I have two-factor authentication on most of my accounts, the ones that offer them, and this goes to my phone. So I have my phone, and then the authentication token or authentication yeah, token gets passed to my phone, and then I enter that into the system. What you are, biometrics. Um, Fingerprint scanners were really big. Retinal scanners we see in movies. Um, palm scanners. And I'm trying to think of a few more. I guess, yeah, I guess that's it. Behavioral biometrics, cognitive biometrics. We're evaluating if that's you through your thinking. Um, One of the popular ones I think were, I think you're going to do this in the project, is Microsoft Imaging, where you, or no, it's done through looking at faces. Looking at faces, and you have to memorize a set of faces, and then to get through, you have to pick the faces you know. Um, which it definitely, the first time I ever did it, I was like, oh, who did I pick? What do I remember? Definitely a different way of thinking. Um, but once again, I don't think there are a lot of behavioral biometrics in play so far. Um, Here's just basically keystroke typing. We're going to look at the whans and dips of your typing, and the pauses between words. And you have to be in this good area here and not outside the bad area. Approve user. Once you do this project, um, have somebody else sit down and do the same thing, and you'll be able to see just how differently they are. Sitting in a face-to-face class, I'll have you guys type out a pass, or have you guys type out a phrase. Um, I like FRCC. When the sentence starts, everyone's typing like I like FR. Um, I like starts out about the same, but by the time they hit FRCC, you can hear somebody does it real fast, and you can hear somebody does it kind of slower. You start to see like the differentiation. Differentiation, yeah. Geolocation, great security measured for um, account management, because earlier this spring there was a Raytheon person who went on vacation and came back, or he was supposed to go on vacation. Instead of going on vacation, I guess halfway through the vacation or something, he went to China and sold some trade secrets. Once again, geolocation where you are. Um, you can look back at that and say, should he was going on vacation but brought his work laptop. Should the laptop been allowed to be used outside the U.S.? Should the laptop be allowed to be used in, say, he went to Hawaii? Should he be able to use the laptop in Russia, or yeah, Russia, China? Um, should he be able to use it in Russia? Probably not. Should he be able to use it in China? Definitely not, because that's where he sold the trade secrets. So if you want to look at that one, geolocation, that is a very good article. Look up Raytheon and trade secrets sold to China. Single sign-on, very popular. You use Facebook, Google. Um, I thought I saw one more pop up. But these are all accepted logins that the idea is um, one company trusts another company, therefore it trusts you. We learned about this very early on, um, kind of like third-party trust. Account management, what do you do with your passwords? Do you have a password set for every 90 days? Um, Password history. Uh, Password length. This is definitely up there now at Front Range. It used to be 8 with a special character and a number. Now it's 15 with a special character number, and that's almost the default for a lot of places at this point. But then, are we hindering what users can do? Here's a quick notepad. Say, um, oops, front range 2020. Say that's our first password. Then if I'm a regular user, am I going to use front range am I going to start coming up with other um, other passwords that are not secure because of this 15 character limit? A password that I knew was um, um, mm, 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 was a song, and you see it's not quite there yet, but this um, Standing on the Side of the Bay, a song, and it was in 2016, and that's all it was. Basically, a lot of these songs can be a lot of these passwords can be broken down into um, things that we commonly know that people would use. Not we're kind of adding the level of difficulty, yes, but we're kind of impeding on the creativity. Don't save that of what people can do. Let's see. Account lockout duration, account threshold, reset account lockout after a counter. All things that can be done with Active Directory, and very. Um, if you haven't learned much about Active Directory yet, don't worry. It's um, a server course. I should say it's a topic in a server course. Basically, it's where you put um, people, groups, assets, computer servers, um, and basically you dictate what they are and what they can do in the Active Directory. With that, I will let you guys go. Have a great week, and let me know if you have any questions.